All right. So the first picks that are notable, probably the Wukong, Lucian. I don't know what else. Maybe even the Gwen, but Biopanther might have an answer into it. Diana taken off the table means Twisted Fate looks a little tiny bit better. Ajax taken off the table. It's pretty important. If you were to ban Gwen here, Lucian ban. If you were to ban Gwen here, Nar rises in priority. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to actually watch the rest of these games, considering the standings for this is locked. But I also watched the earlier games of RNG anyways. So, all right, Twisted Fate is decided upon. Order. Order could go the Senna, the Gwen, Graves are all good into the or good into the Twisted Fate, and also Silas generally has an okay matchup. Having the Ezreal into a potential Kai'Sa bot lane coming out from G2 is also pretty important. Be interested what the jungler will be if Order will go Viego here, considering he's kind of the talk of the town, or if they go towards other potentials like the Graves. It's a very early Ezreal Karma, which means G2 can scale with an Enchanter pick. Either the Renata or even a Yumi pick could come through. Unless they just want to go for a hard engage with the Kai'Sa, Nautilus or Kai'Sa, Leona. I think they do have to pick support here before anything's banned, but they could also look for picks like the Camille to help pinch on a side lane. Pyke is also good at answer into the early priority that Karma might face. Targamas is ever so popular in those picks that are roaming, but be interested to see if they actually find those windows to roam, considering how weak Kai'Sa's lane is. They actually will go towards the Graves into the Twisted Fate. What if G2 are interested in a Gwen ban if Order go full anti-TF? I'd imagine G2 might also ban the Silas away. Camille taken away from Twisted Fate from G2. Makes sense. Mordekaiser is even an interesting look next to the Twisted Fate, but it's also a lot of magic damage. Silas does hit the deck, and then Order. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the ban the Vladimir and go Gwen R4, or at least threaten the pick. Tryndamere, well, kind of a similar flavor. At least banning one of those counters into the Gwen is pretty important. I would have also accepted a Jax ban. It should result in a Gwen ban from G2 though. So you could pick Ornn here, and then it would still get countered by either the Vladimir pick or the Mordekaiser pick. You could also pick something lane dominant or something that shoves the lane. Nico is a possible pick into Twisted Fate. Not only Maryville is known for that pick in the mid lane, and the passive on W makes it so you pressure turret and punish Twisted Fate for roaming. But LeBlanc is a pretty good pick here, in this tournament. Nidalee's actually a really funny pick here. I was going to comment on it that it gives him kind of a free angle. And Jankos Spears would be really funny to win with. Blind Sign is interesting, especially with Aatrox taken off the table. I'm thinking of other AD picks that lock down the Scion. I actually do like the Sejuani pick here, a potential top Sejuani pick instead of the Ornn. But instead we'll go for the global pressure in the Ornn. Overall, kind of interesting. I wonder if they'll have enough support for this Nidalee, because generally you want picks like the Leona, picks like the Nautilus to lock things down. Renekton's kind of trash, but something of that nature is pretty important for the Nidalee, so I'd be interested to see how many spears miss outside of Jankos' control.